Hey there, welcome to Violet's DIY Style. I'm Violet. If this is your first time to my channel, I hope you consider subscribing. Also, don't forget to click on that bell button so you can be notified every time I upload a new tutorial. And if you enjoy this tutorial, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and share with friends and family. So today, I'm going to share with you how I made these beautiful and very easy DIY Geode Vases using some Dollar Tree items. So the first thing you're going to need is one bag of these crystal vase fillers, and they have different colors at Dollar Tree. I just decided to use the green color. Then go ahead and grab your vase and use a permanent marker or any kind of marker that you like to draw some kind of design that you want on your vase. That way you can have an outline of where you're going to place your crystals and where else you're going to paint. So I just went ahead and decided to paint mine the color gray, and I'm just using an apple barrel gray color. And I went ahead and gave it one good coat of paint all around my vase, except for the area that I want to place my little crystals in. Now, when I saw these crystals, I knew I wanted to use them, but I didn't know how I was going to use them until I went into a friend's house and I saw a Geode Vase that she purchased for well over $100. And I thought, wow, I can do something like that very easily with these little crystals that I found at Dollar Tree. So that's where I was inspired and how I was inspired to make these vases. Now I absolutely love the way they look, and to be honest with you, I want to do a bigger one, maybe looking for a larger vase from a thrift store or something like that, and using a few bags in order for me to make a larger vase to match these two vases that I already made. So stay tuned for that, because if I do find a vase that I'm kind of looking for the style, I will be making a larger one of these, and I'll just make sure to tag you or post a picture on my Instagram so you can see how it would look in a larger vase as well. So once you're done painting one coat of paint on your vase, you can just wait for it to dry, or if you're impatient like I am, grab a blow dryer or one of these heating machines and go ahead and dry it, and then go ahead and give it a second coat. So I apologize, I didn't upload any tutorials last week. I just wanted to take some time and spend it with my family since it was the Easter week. So I hope you guys understand that I just wanted to go ahead and spend some time with my family and enjoy the Easter vacation that they had as well. I know a lot of, like my children, are on spring break, so I just wanted to go ahead and spend some time with them. I hope you guys had a great Easter as well as I did, and or your children had a great spring break as well. So once you're done painting your vase, your second coat, again, just let it dry completely before you move on to your second step. So at the beginning, I decided to go ahead and leave the bottom part unpainted, but I didn't like the way it looked, so I went ahead and decided to paint it. So make sure you go ahead and paint the bottom as well and let it dry. So when I decided and how I was going to, my first thoughts of how I was going to add these crystals onto my vase was I was just going to add some permanent glue, which is E6000 is my favorite permanent glue that I use. And I just added all around the area that I wanted to add my crystals with a paintbrush. And I thought this was going to be the easiest way to do it, but it wasn't for me. So what I did was, again, I just added E6000 to the entire area. Then I was just going to grab one of these little crystals at a time and then just start adding them onto my vase. But this just seemed so time consuming unless you want a specific design made with your crystals. I wouldn't recommend you do it this way. At least for me, it just seemed like it took too long to do. So I just grabbed a handful and just kind of pressed them onto my E6000 glue, and this worked perfectly fine, and it was so much faster to do. So just go ahead and grab a handful and just kind of push them onto your glue, and they actually stay very easily. And just make sure you allow this to dry at least overnight in order for it to permanently stay and allow the E6000 to glue. Once it's all completely dry, if you see any spaces, Then you can go ahead and grab one of these little vase fillers or crystals that I call them, one at a time, and just add a little bit of E6000 and fill in any of those empty gaps that you may have. But again, make sure you do allow this to dry at least overnight before you start touching the crystals and moving them around. So once it's all completely dry and you filled everything up the way you like, go ahead and grab your hot glue gun and just outline your entire design and with your hot glue gun. Then once you're done with that, again, just allow your glue to dry. Then I went in with some gold paint and I started brushing on the gold paint onto the outline of the hot glue gun, or the hot glue that I actually placed on my vase. And you don't need paint to do this. You can also use a permanent marker, but I just like the way the paint gave it more texture. So just go ahead and paint all of the gold onto your outline of your hot glue line. Then once that's a little bit dry, go ahead and go in with the same brush, if you're going to paint it on, with some black, and then just kind of make a little design like it's cut into a rock. So I think that's the easiest way I can explain it. And just make an outline of the black. Now, if you don't like black or gold, you can easily use white and silver or gold and silver. You can use any color you like to do this outline, or you can leave it as is and not make the outline at all. So I didn't even clean my brush. You can still see that it has gold on there, which that's the way I wanted it, so it could kind of blend in. And this is a close-up of how it looks. And you can play with the colors again to suit your style. And this is the way it looks with a candle inside. Look how beautiful that looks in the with the light shining through those crystals. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, again, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Until next time, you guys stay blessed. Bye.